What's up with it, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of PC Building, man. Look, I'm so happy to be back here, man. I know y'all looking like, what the hell is all this? This is me building my son a PC using parts I already had. That's what this is, man. But look, bro, just meet me back here after the intro, and we'll get into this. We are back. So now I'm gonna be honest with you, I already had put this PC together, but I was like, damn, I forgot to do it on camera. So I took it apart and we gonna do it again. And this is all the thermal paste we got left. So let's go through the parts and see what we're working with. So this case, if you've been around on my other page, my BCP Untamed page, you already know what this case is and stuff like that. But we're gonna go back through it. This is a case that was handed down to me from Jeff's Method. Gotta make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel, man. I'm probably tag him down below. Hopefully I remember. So yeah, this is the case we're working with. Ain't no insides or nothing really to it. You know what I'm saying? They need to be cleaned again, but that's okay. And once again, if you've been watching my channel from the, the other channel, whatever, y'all know what this is. This is the panel that came with my original case. I remember I cut it and put the little fake tempered glass in there, and so I'm gonna try to rig this up to his PC some kind of way. Then we're gonna go down the line to the motherboard, and I'll lift it up so y'all can see. This is the HP Slim motherboard, man, nothing major. It's actually a piece of crap. But let me tell you what's wrong with this. So first of all, it has USB 3.0 ports, but they all gone because of this case. I didn't realize, I was a newbie. I didn't realize about the standoffs and they could be in the wrong place. But yeah, that's the motherboard. We're gonna go ahead and jump to the GPU because this is the most important thing to most people. This is a GTX 1050 Ti. It's a powerful little card for what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could do some decent gaming, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done played some new games on it when I had it, so it do a little damage. The problem we having is the CPU, which still has thermal paste on it, which is what is it? Pentium Gold. I think it's like 2 cores and 4 threads or something like that, or 2 cores and 2 threads. I can't remember. It's a piece of junk though. I know for sure I have 2 cores. We got these case fans right here, man. They just static RGB, rainbow effect, whatever. These came from the case from the other video when I was butchering that case. That's what those fans came from. We have a 1 terabyte Toshiba hard drive, man. A lot of his problems would be solved if he had an SSD and a better CPU. This GPU gonna get the job done. We got the factory power supply, the HP power supply, 180 watt. It's rated 80 plus gold, so that's cool, man. We have the CPU cooler, which has the RGB ring around it. It also, I think it's addressable, yeah. So it can be hooked to an ARGB header, so that's cool. We're not gonna do that because I'm pretty sure y'all know this motherboard don't have it. And last but not least, we have some cable ties, the Vetroo, just to do some type of cable management because we don't even have the back panel to this. We got 8 gigs of DDR4 RAM, man, and I just got, 2133 megahertz because this motherboard won't let you go above that unless you have the RAM that comes from HP themselves, which is bull, but it is what it is, man. We keep it pushing, bro. If that's everything, I think we should get into the build, bro. So let's get it started, man. All right, man, let's get this show on the roll. So we're gonna go ahead and, we'll go ahead and install the CPU. This motherboard actually means a lot to me because this is the first motherboard I was experimenting on. I think the last thing I did on it was, install a CPU. So, it means a lot to me, man. But not just the other way. I'm probably not gonna waste my thermal paste. I might just put a little bit more. I know you're not supposed to mix brands, but come on now. It ain't that serious. We're gonna put a little dab. I said a little damn dab. It's cool though, it's all right, it's all right. Damn, where's my card when I need it? Yeah, my throat is not feeling the best, so I kind of sound a little crazy, but it's all good though. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't even remember what I was saying. Yeah, we're just gonna mix these thermal pastes together. I know you're not supposed to, but it's all right for this little CPU. This CPU don't get hot at all because it only got 2 cores, so it's not really nothing significant, you know. It's just so he can use the little programs he use. He don't really play too many games, and the one he played the most is called Space Engine. And I don't really consider it a game, to be honest with you. So yeah, he into space and stuff like that, astrology and stuff. So he's only 3 and it works. So like, go on ahead. All right, so that should be enough thermal paste, man. Plus what is still left at the bottom of the cooler. So we're gonna go ahead and get that baby put on there. You know what I'm saying? Get that bad boy put on there. Can't put nothing on without closing the thing. Right. See that? There we go. So the CPU is now locked in and secured. So we good on that part. All right, now we can go get this cooler on here. Clamp is this way. So that's how we gonna mount it. So we're just gonna sit this in here like this. Just get it lined up with the hose the best way you can. And once you do that, you're good to go. These are pretty easy to install. So you want to go from corner to corner, you know, corner to corner diagonally, because you don't want to apply too much pressure to one side, because that's a good way to bend the pins. And if you're dealing with Intel, you should know this already. So now we're going to go to this corner, get that in, and we're just getting it started basically. Bam. Bam. Okay, so now we can just keep that going and we should be all right, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I also got an upgrade for my wife's PC coming soon. And she just really just played the Sims on it. So she has the GT 1030. And I mean, it works good enough for what she needs. She has a better CPU though than my son has. So my son has the better GPU and my wife has the better CPU because she has 4 cores. And you can really tell the difference because the damn 2 cores can't push this graphics card at all. But everybody happy with it, you know. I just made sure my son had some little lights he could look at, and in his mind, and he's catching on to it. He realized that he don't have what daddy has, but it does make him feel good that he can look at it and be like, oh, I got fans with lights, and you know, I got a GPU, because he's starting to understand the computer parts. So that's a good thing. So yeah, we just going across, and I probably messed up the pattern, but as long as you're not tightening one side all the way down, everything should be okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay, that side bottomed out. Yeah, that's another thing. Most of these does bottom out, so that's good. So you don't gotta worry about doing too much. Okay, so that's on there, bam, bam. Just do a double check. And it's good to use these type of screwdrivers because you're less likely to over tighten or strip the screw, because this you have to use a lot of pressure, you know what I'm saying? So you can turn it until you feel it stop it, and then you know that you're good. With a regular size screwdriver, it's easier, you get more torque on it, so it's easier to over tighten the strip. So yeah, you know. All right, so we got the CPU cooler on, the CPU's installed, and you should be able to pick it up from the cooler and it should be okay. That is good. We're gonna put this 1 stick of RAM in here. Ain't like, you know, and this all he needs, bro. Like, you don't gotta do all that for him, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna put that in there, make sure it's lined up, the little notch. So the thing I like about RAM is you can never install it wrong, and you can never install the wrong generation and the wrong motherboard, because it will not go in. If it go in and it's the wrong type, that means you have forced it in there and it is broken, trust me. So you just match the notches up, you know what I'm saying? And you just put it in there. Don't close these tabs yourself. You just want to push until you feel pressure, so you can go side to side and okay, bam. Or you can just push them at the same time. There you go. So now we got the RAM in there, so we good. The next thing I want to do before I put it in there, I'm gonna go ahead and get it in the case. Because why not? So, you know, it's not gonna be like a traditional case. Well, this is not a traditional motherboard. This motherboard was only made for one case. So you gotta keep that in mind, that we're gonna have to make our own holes in it and stuff like that, because it is not supposed to be in this case in the first place. So we're gonna lay that down. And the way I had it going was, and I might change it because he don't have to access the front I/O at all. But at the same time, if I change it, the rear I/O would not be accessible from the back. So if I were to turn it this way, the front I/O is pretty much non-existent. So we're gonna try to get this in here the best way we can. Let me go ahead and plug the fan cable up. There we go. Plug it up like that. Like I said, this is addressable RGB, but we're not doing all that on this case. I mean, this motherboard don't even have connections for it, so it'll be pointless. Now I really want to put this in here a different way, just so it can fit better. But what I do know is I will not be able to access, and the only thing I need to access from the back side is the I guess the USB ports, and I guess they may be still kind of accessible. And I have a USB hub, so I might just do it this way and then turn it like that. I can also, let's see, you know what, we're just gonna do it the way we always been doing it, because it don't even matter, man. The front I/O is pretty much over with, except the SD card reader. And what he need an SD card reader for? You know what I'm saying? What do he need it for? First of all, let's get our bootleg cable management done. See, I'm skipping steps, y'all. We're gonna make sure all our cables are towards the back. If y'all can see that. And let me see if there's another way I can go through. Nope, this is the only way so far. So yeah, we're gonna make sure all our cables is through the back. We're gonna take these cable ties that I don't know what I did with them. Here they go. Take these and we're gonna use all the colors I don't want. We're gonna use them for him, because he'll find something to do with it. He don't care how these look in the back anyway, so that's cool. He not getting my black ones. I'm sorry. And this was a cheap kit. You know, it came with some other things also that I don't know what I did with them, but but they basically wire connected, so you can, they got like, it's double-sided tape on the back of it, and you can like stick them to the sides of this and clamp your wires in it. So if you have like chargers and stuff like that, and stuff you don't want to be seen all over the place, that works, you know. So take this yellow one and do, yeah, see, that's perfect. So he does have clamps in this case, so that's good. I'm gonna run these through here like this. If we can get it to stay, right? I don't wanna do it, so we're gonna turn it this way. Since this side is the side that's kind of going upward. So let's see if we can, there we go. See? We're gonna run these cables through here like this. Okay, bam. Got number one is done. I'm gonna get another one. And with these, sometimes you gotta be careful because it'll be two of them stuck together. And you wanna make sure that you're getting your money's worth and not wasting one, you know what I'm saying? All right, so now we're gonna do the same thing we just did. Now all we're doing is just trying to get these cables through and get them tightened up a little bit for them. because the back cannot be closed. The back is going to be exposed the whole time, so it's kind of like, well, at least we can kind of manage it a little bit. At least a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Okay, that's cool. And for this, it's okay if it stick out like that. My main focus is to make sure the cables is not all over the place, you know? So all this basically comes down to where the motherboard, like how the motherboard is gonna be in there and what's gonna be where. All right, because the only front I/O we're using is the power switch. So if I was to turn this back down, the best thing for us to do is go ahead and realign the motherboard back up, make sure everything good. We ain't gonna be able to use a USB 3.0, none of that. That's not that type of motherboard. So we're gonna, hold on. All right, we're gonna sit this back in here. We're about to line it up the way we always have it, which is this way. Just so if need be, I can access the rear I/O. And I usually have it like this. Now, one of the screws, and I'm thinking, since I don't use the card reader, and I do have a universal one in case I do have to use it, I'm thinking about putting it, let's see. Really, I just need one screw, and it's the one I always use, so I might just do that and call it a day. I ain't gonna overcomplicate this, man. I mean, I know what it's hitting for when it comes to this case and this motherboard, so it's really not worth the hassle to just be, and I'm getting the screws in case y'all like, what are you doing? I'm getting the screws so I can put it back in there. And I know it's not the right screw, but it doesn't matter. That's the point. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get that screw in there. And I made a hole for another one, but it's not really, you can't really see it, so it doesn't really matter, you know? All right, so now we got that motherboard in how we want it. Let me see if I can get y'all to see a little bit better. So I'm gonna lift it up a little bit like this. So this is where I put the screw at. And the next step is to see if our cables can reach as far as front I/O. And I think, yeah, the power switch is right there. That's the only thing we're using. I don't know why I put all these other cables, but I haven't been asleep yet. All right, so now we got it back up. We'll take these out. We're just looking for the power switch, which is this. We're gonna slide that. I think that is up here at the top. Yeah. So we're just gonna slide that through here. Because remember, this is not done the traditional way. Oh, there we go. Slide right up here. Let me see. Let's try to go through here so we can have some slack. Okay. We're gonna sit this back down. Take that power switch. We're gonna connect it, baby. Y'all see, which is not a big deal, because when you build your own PC, you're gonna have to go through this, because you're gonna have a damn PC that's meant to be transferred to other cases and stuff. So basically just putting in the power switch, man, it's just as simple as 1, 2, 3. It's a positive and negative. You'll be able to tell which side to do it on your motherboard. Trust me, you will be able to see it. We're gonna finish cable managing this. See if we can get that to go through. So I gotta try to get my hand back through there. Okay, we got that. I know y'all see that motherboard just dangling and hanging. The poor thing. Okay, so now we're gonna zip tie that up. We'll probably just do one more here and it should be good to go. Y'all know the routine, same old thing. Put our hand through there. There we go. Yeah, these cable ties was real cheap though. It was a little kit and it gets the job done, bro. You know? What more can you ask for? Did it what it said it was gonna do? Yes, then there's not a problem. You knew what you was paying for when you got it. It may not look the best, but it does what it needs to do. Make sure I got all these through here. Okay, so that's done. Slide it like that. And we just was, you know, it don't have to be super tight, just enough, you know. Okay. Hey, look, y'all, I want to apologize because I got to split this video in half. It was going to be way too long, and at 4K, it wasn't going to never upload. But don't worry about that. The video is up now. Click where it says watch next. Yeah, right there. And you good. All right, I'm gone.